How long do you think someone could pretend to be your friend? So I had this best friend, Daphne, from college, who I thought I was super close with. We'd been hanging out for like 2 years straight, texting every single day, grabbing coffee twice a week, going to parties together, studying in the library, the whole 9 yards. I genuinely thought we had this amazing friendship. But lately something had been feeling really off about our entire dynamic, and I couldn't put my finger on exactly what it was that was bothering me so much. Like, she never seemed genuinely excited to see me when we'd meet up. She was always checking her phone the entire time we hung out, scrolling through Instagram or responding to other people. She never remembered important things I told her about my life, like when I got that internship I was stressed about or when my parents were getting divorced. And whenever we made plans, it was always me suggesting what to do and where to go and what time to meet. I started paying closer attention to our conversations, and I realized something really weird. She never asked me questions about myself, like ever. Our entire friendship revolved around her problems, her drama with other friends, her boy troubles, her family issues, her work stress, her life updates. When I talked about my own problems, she'd give me these super generic responses like, "That sucks," or "You'll figure it out," and then immediately change the subject back to herself. She never offered advice or emotional support or even just listened properly. So I decided to test something. I completely stopped initiating all our hangouts, stopped texting first thing in the morning like I always did, stopped suggesting we meet up for coffee or lunch, stopped being the one to make all the plans and coordinate our entire social calendar. I figured she'd definitely reach out within a few days, right? We were supposedly best friends who talked literally every single day for hours. Week 1 passed by. My phone was completely silent. Not a single text from Daphne asking how I was or what I was up to. Week 2 rolled around. Still absolutely nothing. Complete radio silence from someone who claimed to be my closest friend. I started getting really paranoid and overthinking everything. Maybe she was going through something serious and didn't want to burden me. Maybe her phone broke and she couldn't contact anyone. Maybe she was waiting for me to text first like I always did. But then I made the huge mistake of checking her Instagram and Snapchat stories. She was out having the absolute time of her life with other people literally every single day. Brunch with Emily on Sunday, movie night with Jessica on Tuesday, shopping downtown with her sister on Thursday, concert with some guy named Jake I'd never even heard her mention before, beach trip with her coworkers over the weekend. She was posting constantly throughout the day, so her phone definitely wasn't broken. She was clearly fine and having tons of fun without me even existing in her world. A whole month went by without a single text, call, DM, or even a like on any of my social media posts. Nothing. That's when it finally hit me like a massive truck. She was never actually my friend. I was just convenient company when she had absolutely nothing better to do with her time. I was basically her unpaid therapist whenever she needed to vent about her actual friends who she clearly cared about more than me. I was the one always driving us everywhere because she forgot her wallet or her car was acting up. I was paying for our coffees and lunches probably 90% of the time because she was always broke, but somehow had money for concert tickets. Looking back with clear eyes, I realized she'd cancel on me last minute constantly if literally anything better came up. She'd show up 30 minutes late to everything we planned. She never celebrated my achievements or birthdays properly. She never supported me through hard times or family drama. The absolutely crazy part, when I finally confronted her about completely disappearing from my life for an entire month, she had the audacity to act like I was being completely dramatic and unreasonable about the whole situation. She said she thought I needed some space to work on myself and that she was giving me time to figure out my issues, like I was some kind of charity case. Yeah, Daphne, a whole month of space from my supposed best friend who claimed she cared about me so much.